So hello and welcome to Revsportz. I am Vaibhav Tripathi and with me is Debasis. We are here at the Nondescripts Cricket Club for India's last practice session at this venue and in Colombo before they travel to Galle tomorrow. And while we speak, Sarfaraz Khan, the newest addition of the team, is batting behind us. He's there in the center wicket. There was there at the center wicket batting against the net bowlers, the quartet of net bowlers, Shivang Kumar, Harsh Dubey, Tanush Kotian and Vipraj Nigam, and was seen in exemplary control against all kinds of bowling. His footwork was very good. Before that, he was facing throwdowns, a long throwdown session with the throwdown specialist under the close watch of batting coach Sithanshu Kotak, and team welcomed him. The moment he stepped onto the ground, there was team huddle. The entire team welcomed him, and the moment he dropped down from the bus, he was smiling. Even he flexed his muscle in front of the media contingent which has travelled from the India. So yes, Sarfaraz Khan is looking in good zone and looking good with the batting as well. But we'll talk about in detail about what all others did in this practice session and who all appeared. First, we have to give this information that apart from Akib Nabi, there were no fast bowlers who turned up at the NCC for this particular practice session. All the batters were there: Shubman Gill, Devdutt Padikkal, KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, everyone was there. Only the set of fast bowlers, the three fast bowlers, Gurnur Brar Mohammad Siraj, Gurnur Brar and Prasidh Krishna, these three were not there. Devashish, first let's talk about Sarfaraz Khan, man of the moment, who arrived late after joining the team, and then what you saw, what were the particular details of Sarfaraz batting session?
Yeah, absolutely. He looked quite confident against the spinners, but the mostly the net bowlers. It's not the main bowlers. So if there's an indication there, obviously Dhruv Jurel was seen having a long interaction with the head coach Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir was quite animated in explaining him what was going wrong. We have shared a stills as well of Gautam Gambhir explaining Dhruv Jurel. He had a long nets in batting session in the middle. So along with Rishabh Pant. So and it was very systematic. Means there were one practice nets where each batter came and took throwdowns, and there was center wicket, the same wicket that the match was played on, and it was watered and rolled. A heavy roller was used. So I and the obviously Shubman Gill once again he looked the batsman in extreme confidence. Means obviously today also while he took throwdowns, I will come later about the specific practice drills of Shubman Gill, but obviously to start with, Devdutt Padikkal and Shubman Gill batted, but prior to that, KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal once again opened the batting at the start, and they were quite confident. Especially a thing or two about lot of the batters were seen practicing reverse sweep. Obviously, Devdutt Padikkal, KL Rahul, Shubman Gill, most of the batters were practicing reverse swing, something that will be used a lot.
Yeah, that's key of this practice session. The top four, which could be the top four in the Galle test: KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, and Devdutt Padikkal. All these four batters were up against Akib Nabi and the quartet of spinners that are there in the main squad: Saran Jain, Ravindra Jadeja. You have a Manav Sutar and Kuldeep Yadav. These four bowlers, along with Akib Nabi, these five bowlers were bowling to the main batters. But when Dhruv Jurel and Rishabh Pant batted, and then later on Ravindra Jadeja and Sarfaraz Khan, then they batted against the net bowlers, against the quartet of net bowlers. And as Debashi said, the focus was once again on spin. Only one fast bowler was there who turned up, and Akib also bowled for about an hour. After that, he didn't bowl, and the focus was on spin, playing sweep shots, reverse sweeps, a lot of variety of sweeps, and a lot of batters were seen talking to Stanchu Kotak, obviously, and then Gautam Gambhir as well. They were keenly observing whatever was happening at the center wicket specifically, and then talking more specifically about, again, coming to Sarfaraz Khan. Sarfaraz Khan looked one of the better batters against the spinners, employing different kind of sweeps, lock sweep, down the wicket. Even Rishabh Pant was once again seen at his aggressive best against the
And
spinners.
Vaibhav, one more thing, I before I miss out, obviously Kuldeep Yadav. Yesterday he did not bowl in that final day of the practice game. Today he was there in the middle, bowling in the entire stretch of the practice session until his time came to bat. So Kuldeep Yadav, Manav Sutar, Ravindra Jadeja, and Sarang Jain, all four of the Indian spinners were bowling in tandem in front of head coach Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir was continuously having a watchful eyes as to how the bowlers were bowling, and obviously a lot of focus was on the spinners, particularly Kuldeep. Kuldeep at times was saying having a chat with Gautam Gambhir as well. So I think it will be depending on what the team management decides once they reach goal. But for me, it is going to be Jadeja and Manav Sutar. For me, will be a certainty. But when it comes to the third spinner, you never know. It is still one that team management will take a call after the practice session in goal. That is what my observation is, Vaibhav. Because yes, Kuldeep did bowl, but that lives out the speculation that he is not carrying any injury as such, because he bowled for a long time. He's seen batting, so that's the update on Kuldeep.
Exactly, and that is what Sairaj Bhatule yesterday said in the press conference, that there are no fitness concern whatsoever with regards to Kuldeep Yadav or any other member in the team. All members are fit, so that's a good news. But as Debasis said, the focus will be on the third spinner. Who will be the third spinner from the outset? From what we are seeing here, Manav Sutar, Ravindra Jadeja looks a certainty. Who will be the third spinner? Then there's a question: who will be the partner of Mohammad Siraj? If India opts to go with only two pace bowling options, then who will be the partner of Mohammad Siraj? Gurnur Bar by far has looked the best pacer, even has outclassed somebody like a Mohammad Siraj in the practice game. But will it be Gurnur Bar, or they will go with the Prasidh Krishna? That's a question. There are a couple of questions in regards to selection that will be the talking points in the build up to the Galle test. But for now, this is it from this particular practice session. That was India's last at the NCC. Tomorrow they travel to Galle, and we will also travel to Galle, and we will give you all the updates from there, and we will build up obviously towards the first test that will start on 15th. So thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned to Revsportz for the coverage of India versus Sri Lanka test series. Thank you.
For India's best multi-sports coverage, your platform is one, and that's Revsportz. So like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I think by now you know that we will be everywhere in different parts of the world and bring you on-ground reportage. As I said, your best multi-sports coverage on Revsportz, your favorite destination.